Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
See, knowing what I now know, this makes more sense. I love it, like in films as well, where the film starts in the middle, and then the first act of the film is catching up to the beginning in like a flashback kind of thing. All right. Okay. Glitchy new game. Cannot click. You know what? I never actually tried to click it the first time, and I didn't even notice the glitch. But now I'm seeing things for the first. Like I'm looking with new eyes. Let's say. I'm going to be clicking a lot of stuff because this is the sort of game that has little things hidden all over the place. But all right. Do let me know what's the audio like, because now's the time for me to switch that up. Audio sounds great so far. Perfect. The voice was very quiet, though. Let me see if that's actually even something I can change. Well, what I could do is... No, don't do that. I want it to keep playing even when the window doesn't have focus. I guess what I could do is I could drop that down and then increase the volume that you're going to be getting through OBS a little bit. I'm hesitant to do that because it's very easy to throw my very delicately tuned audio setup out of whack. So, yeah, I've increased it ever so slightly, and we'll see how that goes for now. But do keep me abreast of if you think it's a little bit too quiet, if you think it's a little bit too loud as we go. Okay. Time for us to continue. The game sounds a bit too silent now. Okay, let me quickly adjust that then. How about we pop it there? We'll see how that goes. All right. Okay, all the rest of it is going to have to be done on the fly. I thought you reset. How are you continuing? That's the point. When the game started, there was no new game. I had to click on continue. It was very weird. Then later I understood a little bit more. We'll see how it goes. But this is how you start a fresh game. This is basically glitched. Hey, Abarash Kampachi. Enjoy chat. This is actually really cool. It's got a super Hand of Fate vibe. Another challenger. It has been ages. Blue Shlu. It's like, nope. Nope. Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. We've got a squirrel, a stoat, a wolf, and a wolf. I can look at all sorts of things. Now play your stoat. The stoat, the way you play cards is you basically use you tap resources in order to play them. But in this game, they have a blood cost, and that blood is that blood is tapped in about more or less the way you imagine it's going to be tapped. We are going to sacrifice other cards in order to generate the blood to summon this one. An honorable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power. The stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale in the form of a golden tooth. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. A stoat is a ferret, but it has levels in a barbarian. That is quite true. Okay, you may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. I'm going to draw a squirrel. How dull. Also, let me just see if I can increase the sound effects, because the ringing bell sound was really not loud enough. There we go. I trust Spooky Eye. See, Habitual Oaf, you're a good sort. The stoat looks like it's in pain. It doesn't look happy, no. Notice, though, it's moving. Notice that the card is not moving. Only the stoat. Coyote's not moving. The stoat is moving. The wolf isn't moving. The squirrel isn't moving. But the stoat is moving. Spooky thing not okay. I wonder if I can click on it. No, I cannot. Okay. I'm going to play a squirrel. And now I'm going to play a wolf. 2 sacrifices. Hey, stop! Oh dear. Fear not. The beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. That doesn't make me feel better, I'm going to be honest. In fact, it kind of makes me feel worse. Because you are learning, I will pass. Again, the choice. A random card from your deck, or the certainty of a square. I'm going to take a random card. I've got a River Snapper. I can't actually do anything with them. 3 damage dealt. 3 weights on the scale. Hang on a... Is that bell a tooth? An actual tooth? I'm fairly certain that's someone's molar. I mean, these are golden teeth, but that is a tooth. That's the sort of tooth a tooth fairy might give you some money for. Aavak, just one question. Can you get a honey badger card? You can get all sorts of things, all the way up to eldritch horrors and weird chimera. You've won this match. There's teeth on the scale top as well. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. See, this has got such Hand of Fate vibes. Oh, yes. And now it's got less Hand of Fate vibes and more Slay the Spy vibes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. The caustic adder. Damage from its poison bite is always lethal. Hand of Spire. Yeah, no, seriously. Slay the Fate. You may... only one may grace your paltry deck. Thank you very much, Costello. Diolch yn fawr iawn for the Prime. 3rd month, 2nd best month, mate. Also, sorry for missing this, Cyrilak. Thank you so much for 21 months, buddy. And 3 Ham Kablam. Thank you very much for 35 as well. 35. As well as catching what looks like a fun game, it really, really, really is. The atmosphere alone makes this an amazing game. Duran, thank you very much for the Prime. The ninth Legion Lost, thank you very much for the 10 months, buddy. 10 glorious months. Here's to another 10. At least. You always brighten my day. Oh, that's lovely of you to say. Thank you. Hey, Velvet Shark, thank you very much for the 4 months. So much support. Dappling's being dapper as ever. Now, we can right-click on things to get more info about them. So, Touch of Death. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. Many lives. When a card bearing this sigil is sacrificed, it does not perish. Now, only sacrificed, but infinite blood sacrifice from this cat. The cat is... I'm just going to straight up say the cat is going to be better. Another creature joins your caravan. Am I some sort of, like, woodland Pied Piper? Only not with rats. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. 3 is as much as you can carry. Chat. See, when I played this first, again, I have basically played, from what I can tell, the tutorial. It felt like I was playing the game until I, quote-unquote, beat the game and then realized, like, oh, no, this is going to be like Undertale. The fourth wall has been thoroughly broken. I am at the beginning of this mind-melty journey, after all. And that's at that point that I decided, you know what, instead of streaming Riftbreaker tonight, I'm going to stream this. I'm really in the mood for this right now. This is what I need to be playing. Nevertheless, there were 2 things that I did that I'm not sure I'm going to... One of them I think I have to do for progress reasons, but the game does a good job of being vague about things. Oh yeah, I'm going to let you tip the scale with this rather heavy implement. Oh, okay. My mind goes to the more obvious use. I can put the thing in the scale and then it'll weigh the scale down. That is not how that thing is used. It is not. Nevertheless, on less gruesome notes, let's move forward. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping! It was the right play. I get it. Maybe. You'll help me? Of course I will. Take your turn. Play along for now. You may now see my moves ahead of time. So I can see that they're going to play this on their turn. A wolf cub. Fledgling. A card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. These stumps I would have to destroy, and that card will have to break this stump before it can attack me. There's all sorts of other things I can do as well, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me do them just yet. Hello. Angry Stoat. To be fair, I probably would be too. I super would be, actually. Need I remind you? Your items may help. No, you need not remind me. It's fine. Right, so first and foremost, squirrel. Secondly, cat. Cat does no damage. Cat has 1 life. Cat will be in very safe place. Because cat can be infinitely bled. I feel bad. Here we go. I could, I suppose, just... no, I guess we won't. For now. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. We're going to grab a squirrel this time. And I am promptly going to play my snapping turtle. This bat I'm not happy about because it's flying. A card bearing this sigil will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. So basically it'll fly over my stoat and just hit me. The cat is fantastic. Hey, Brithnorth. I probably will on my own. I'm the sort of player that clicks on everything and doesn't need much in the way of hints to start snuffling my way around looking for secrets off the beaten track. So I'm going to say super early, no spoilers. You will be looking at a lifetime in the oubliette, if any are put in chat. That being said, if I do ask for help, then it's on my own head, be it. The regular rules of engagement are what they are. So, yeah. In terms of click his eyes, I'm fairly certain that we can't actually do anything with his eyes, sadly. That was one of the first things I tried. There are lots of things that we're going to be clicking on. Don't worry, we absolutely will. But in here, we can see quite a lot of things. I really like how the game is going out of its way not to let me see stuff. Because I now know certain things, for example. Like this stuff here. But it looks like this game doesn't mess around. Like, it doesn't feel like it needs to play fair. It wants you to encounter certain things at a pace that it wants you to encounter them. As a result, in the tutorial attempt that I did, I got to a boss and I was trashing it. I just had a good synergy of cards, and then it was like, no, too fast, too soon, and then the boss entered God mode and thoroughly smeared me all across the table. It was interesting, very interesting, but. You know, rather than be bent out of shape, it was like, no, that was definitely, story progress related. It's just the way it's going to go. Who knows if we're going to encounter that again. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. I dislike that. Ha! My bat flew right over your stoat. Disapprove. Got a wolf. The bat only has 1 health, so my stoat will kill it, so I don't need to worry about it. We'll just keep the wolf in my deck for now. Right, now, though, I need a squirrel and my cat. Bonk. I guess I'll take it. Like I said, this got such a strong Hand of Fate vibe. Such a strong Hand of Fate vibe. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. The young wolf cub. It grows into a wolf after a single turn. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. We'll go with the wolf cub, because that's going to be easy to play. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. It's so tragic, Cat. Truly it is. Your life was literally to be sacrificed, however. Stoaty boy. There we go. What an honor. Indeed. You're not going to like it, though. You're going to get stabbed so much. Ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the cat now lives in the stoat. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Okay. That's unfortunate. You've got a coyote that's going to be flying and a bat that's going to be flying. I disapprove of both of these cards. On an enormous level. Enormous, I say. You will kill my wolf cub if I play it in front of you, so I'm going to play it there and hope for the best. Actually, we're going to play you, and I'm going to play you. And we... How much damage can you take? Actually, no, they're both airborne, so they'll both attack over the top, so it's fine. Pop you in place. Airborne cards don't actually attack the cards in front of them. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Let's see what we get. No, don't need you. You're 2 damage away from winning. And now I'm not again. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Right here. As much as I do like that wolf being there, because it's doing some hefty damage, I also very much like you being here. There we go. Back on the board. Let's get another card in play. And there is a good reason to do it like this as well. Is you'll notice that we only need to tip the scales in our favor to win. But we can tip it over. And then he collects the extra gold teeth in a bowl. Like so. That's going to be important. Of course, Aavak sacrifices the noble wolf in favor of a stoat. A stoat that literally can't run out of blood, though. Let's put that in perspective. That stoat can be stabbed infinitely to summon other units. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. I'm trying. Oh, I couldn't knock on wood. You can't say knock on wood and then not allow me to knock on wood. Rude. The stalwart snapper, a near impenetrable defense. Mushroom. The conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. The watchful bullfrog, it leaps in the way of attacking flyers. So this card will actually intercept flyers. But we're definitely going to take the raven. Now then, I can upgrade a card, or like by using another card, or well, since I haven't shown you what this does, let's go to the new stuff. Teeth are now fiat currency. You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. This is not sus at all. I love how the stoat is like, shifty eyes. Nevertheless, stoat. The fire warmed the poor stoat, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, he pulled the stoat away from the fire and left. Oof. Not trusting those scallywags. Not with my precious stoat. Okay. Squirrel, wolf, raven, wolf cub. Also, grizzly bear. Yeah, no. It's 4 damage right there. Right, that one's gonna attack over the top. This is a bad play, I'm gonna be honest. But it's going to allow us to get rid of this card. I'm worried about this. Right, wolf is already in play. Do we... Such badness and sadness this is. Squirrel. I apologize for what I'm going to have you do. And I apologize to chat for what I am also going to have to do. A well-earned point of damage. I didn't think you'd really do it. Okay. Yep. I am quite concerned we're not going to be able to do... Oh, my lord, I've got no cards I can actually properly play. This is going to be rough. It would have been a losing fight no matter what we did there, sadly. These bears are going to push us all the way to the edge. You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Ah, this is where we unlock being able to move around. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Welcome to the feeling of this being missed. Hello, cuckoo clock. Something's going on over there. Hello, globe. Hello, wolf. Hello, candles. Is that? Ooh. That smoke has very specifically gone into that container. Okay, remembering that for the future. Can't do anything with here yet. This is so missed. So missed. This is what you want, isn't it? However, it's not what you're going to get. Not yet. Nothing going on there. Kinds of things here. A safe. With a hand hinge. Don't ask. Okay, we'll grab this. Bring it here. Okay. It's just so skin-crawlingly creepy. Now sit back down. Yeah, missed as in the point and click. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? I like to imagine that you got ultra serious for a second, and then the moment they said, you know, now, where were we? Just in a chipper, like, would you like me to refill your teacup? Maybe get you a scone. If you're a very good boy, I might even put some cream and jam on it for you. I must sacrifice you, indeed. Hey, Supernova, how you doing, mate? And Amira Zariales, thank you so much for the 37 months. Supernova for the 43. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Would airborne units be best placed behind enemy cover or terrain? Since they always attack the enemy directly, they'd die to an opposing animal. Yes. Yeah. If you've got a situation where you can put a flying unit behind like a boulder, yes, because it attacks over the top of anything in front of you. Boulders, if it's on my side, they're considered my cards. If there's such a thing as a living boulder, I'm sure I'd be able to sacrifice it, even though I hadn't placed it. Likewise, boulders on the enemy side are considered its creatures. What do we want? Equipment or upgrades? We're going to go for equipment. Bullfrog, Sparrow or the raven? The little mushroom. I'm not sure what it means, but I'm going to take it. Its bleeding yields 3 blood, if you can ignore the bleeding. Choose one. I would like a goat that will give me 3 blood. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. If you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. A rock may get you out of a hard place. I would totally like to be able to just snip your cards. And I'm going to take the fan. Feeling overburdened enough with the full 3 items, you carried on. Christian, thank you very much for the 3 months. 3rd month, 2nd best month. And Black Rose, KD, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate all your videos you do. That's such a lovely thing to say. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Hee-haw! 'Twas the Prospector! He's doing the Prospector again. Easy, boss. The mule's key. Very well. Okay. So, what are you playing? You're playing a coyote and you're playing a mule. Sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil. Okay. Well, as much as the mule is key, I kind of want to get rid of that if I can. And then I am going to play the black goat by sacrificing you, only not. Then I'm going to play the wolf by sacrificing the goat and you. Well, actually, no, just the goat, as it happens. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Boom. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. Has gold in them cards. My wolf. My infinitely sacrificable stoat. Gold! I've struck gold. Well. Feel a little let down, not gonna lie. Okay. Not a lot I can do on this turn. Get him! Okay. Now then, I should be able to place you. Now this card, Guardian. When the opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil will move to that empty space. Okay. Tunk, tunk. And I'm going to place you right there. It will have to go through 2 turns to take you out. I could actually just use the scissors on it, but this is fine. It's fine. There we go. Now this card is going to take a turn killing a squirrel. That doesn't matter. Which means we've got another turn to get there, and on the next turn we win. Let's get in the way. There we are. Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. I love that the flying card is actually flying. That is so good. So, so good. Okay. Are mushrooms just suggestions and the cards that would be good for? Nah, it's a marker that means that you have that card in your deck already. Oh, I see. Right. I've already done this part once before, Brithnoth. Though the first time I did it, I got all the way to the fissure on the first time before it decided, yeah, no, you're not going any further, and it went red eyes and then spawned an entire ocean of bears to take me out. I did mention I've basically played through what seems to be the tutorial before the game properly starts. Allow me to light your candles once more. Oh, we got both of them back. Nice. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation. 7/7. But it takes 4 cards. We'd have to sacrifice our entire line to get that one in. The uninspiring Gek. Perhaps you can find a use for it? Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed. But do you have the heart to try? Is that a winged goat mouse? I'm going to need to go for the Gek, simply because it costs nothing to play. With the sound of the Prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. My deck needs a lot of sacrifice in order to get into the game. The child would have been great to have just for the constant sacrifice, but the child... I've got to keep it alive whilst being able to sacrifice from it. The Gek, though, I can just immediately play. So I think that's the stronger play there. You can upgrade cards, yeah. The rank smell of rot and mould permeated the humid air. Every step forwards was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. Okay, so map-wise, we've got a mini-boss over there. We can take that route there if I want to. We've got equipment there, but I've already got quite a lot still. This would allow me to give a card something. So I think this is the direction we're going to go in. Let's see. Oh, this isn't the demo. No, this is the full game. Hey, you are in Jesus. Thank you very much for the 3rd month. 3rd month, 2nd best month. Yeah, it doesn't cost any blood to play the card, but you'll still be able to sacrifice it for one. Hey, Tom Manson. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. Okay, so my deck right now is kind of painful. I've only got 3 cards that I can play with a single sacrifice. So I'm going to go for a single blood card. Oh, that's not a bad one. The Apothesized Goat. The truest offering. Sacrificing it grants 3 blood. A random card with a cost of 1. What were you expecting? I mean, it's got a different border around it. We'll see how it goes. But again, Brithnolf, no spoilers, please, mate. So I know you're super enthusiastic about the game and the fact you played the demo, but stumm now, lest the mods have to take away your tongue. Then throw you in the oubliette. Because we can't have you just shouting at us from the oubliette all day. No. It's much more atmospheric if it's just a vague moaning, kind of tongueless, warbling sound coming from down there. Ooh. That's an interesting one. I think I'm going to shed one of the ravens in favor... I could make the Gek flying. I could make the wolf club flying. I could make one of my wolves flying. A flying wolf. I see nothing possibly could go wrong with this. Yeah, we're going to go with the flying wolf cub. There we go. We go over there. Okay, we've got a fire there. More cards if we want to take them. What's the decor like in the oubliette? You know what? Not too dissimilar to this cabin, frankly. Right, okay, so we've got a Gek. What are you going to be playing? You're going to be playing a Kingfisher. Waterborne. A card bearing this sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. Okay. So, it can't directly be attacked during my turn. Interesting. And annoying. Gek. You go there. Squirrel, you go there. Goat, you go there. And then snapping turtle, you go there. There we go. Let's go ahead and... Oh, there we are. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I will tear you to shreds. Rude. I mean, Gek, you are super cool and all that, but... There we go. Just to prove the point, totally can sacrifice the Gek. If anyone has questions about the game, you're more than welcome to ask them. Just don't throw out spoilers, is all I ask. That squirrel's going to have to wait for us for a little bit. I can't be mad at an otter. I'm literally incapable of being mad at an otter. It's just a reality of this situation. Right now, we're kind of in... We will win because our stoat does 2 damage, but that's the only reason we're going to win. We do ever so slightly more damage than them. That was a war of attrition that we could 100% get through. Let's see. I don't really want to fight a mini-boss before we go and do whatever that is. That being said, no, we're gonna go up and we're gonna go to the fire. River Snapper, I've already got one of those. An adder. The inviolable beehive. When it is attacked, you will draw a bee. Has no attack of its own, though, and will only be able to be attacked twice. The adder will insta-kill anything it hits. This will draw a B. A B is 1 power, 1 health. But knowing what I think is coming up, I'm going to go for the River Snapper. Now that might be crazy, but it is what we're going to do.